The Dominican African American is back with another video. I'm glad to be back, and today I'm talking about traveling after a breakup and why I think it's the best way to recover from a breakup. All right, before we begin, I want to touch on the $25 Airbnb gift card giveaway. We got 3 slots left. 2 have already been guaranteed because they shared one of my videos. If you want a guaranteed spot, all you gotta do is share the video, tag me in it so I know it was you, or you can go over to the travel and merch shop, pick you out a t-shirt, and you're guaranteed the $25 Airbnb gift card. If you just want to enter, you know what I mean? All you gotta do is comment on the video. It could be this video, it could be one of my old ones, doesn't matter, all right? And if you look at my last video, you can see that no one commented on it. So the competition is really not there, all right? But it is 3 spots left. And again, all you gotta do is comment on the video to be entered, all right? The Dominican word of the week is lambio. Lambio. Now, it means like, it has 2 meanings, all right? It means like someone with straight hair or well-groomed hair, but it also means like someone who's overly friendly too soon. You get what I'm saying? Like they too friendly too soon. So here's an example for you. No seas lambio. Acabas de conocerla. Don't be a lambio. You just met her. All right. So yeah, that does it for the intro. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe. Let's get straight to it. All right. First things first is, before we even get to the traveling part of things, you need to enroll into therapy, okay? You have to enroll into therapy. A police officer is not gonna go on patrol without their, gun, their ammo. You're not gonna go into the battlefield of recovery without your gun and ammo. And therapy is your gun and ammo. Okay. In addition to that, a police officer is not going to go on patrol without his bulletproof vest. And that's what traveling is to you. Traveling is going to be your bulletproof vest. Nothing's going to be able to penetrate you when you start traveling. Okay. Now, in order for you to start traveling, you're going to need some money. You don't need a lot of money, but you're going to need some money. And in order to get the money, you're going to have to do some work. But in order to do the work, you're going to need some motivation. All right. Now, we all know motivation just doesn't come out of the thin air. All right. So the question is, where does it come from? And in this regard, when it comes to recovering from a breakup, your motivation is going to come from your destination of choice. All right. So, yes, pick a therapy. You need therapy. All right. So what you're going to do is call the back of your insurance card, schedule an appointment. If you don't want to go the therapy route, you have other alternatives like hotlines. And if you don't want to do hotline, you can always go to, drug and alcohol meetings. I know you may not be battling with drug and alcohol abuse, but the addictive patterns are similar to that of recovering from a breakup. All right, so you can attend one of those meetings, get some gems, share what you've been going through, things of that nature. If you didn't want to go to therapy route, but again, you do need therapy. But you pick a destination, okay? Anywhere you want to go. It don't gotta be the DR. It could be Thailand, Egypt, Japan, Brazil, wherever you want to go. You pick that destination. Once when you pick the destination, you watch a bunch of YouTube videos about it. You learn about the good neighborhoods, the bad neighborhoods, the women, the culture, the language. Watch as much content as you can about your destination that you want to go to, okay? So now, at this point, all of those flashbacks of your breakup, you know what I mean? The smell flashbacks, the dream flashbacks, the certain commercial flashbacks. Oh, she looks like her flashbacks. Like those flashbacks have now met their match. If you've done what I just mentioned, you schedule an appointment with your therapist or a meeting. You've picked a destination on where you wanted to go. Your flashbacks have now met their match because it's like, well, damn, like, doing that gave you something to do. So the flashbacks is like, well, I used to give him something to do. you now have something to look forward to. The flashback's just like, well, damn, I used to be what he was looking forward to. You know what I mean? Like, you've given those flashbacks you've combat the pain. And now the flashbacks is like, well, damn, my punches ain't working like they used to. You know what I mean? Those flashbacks are now like, what the fuck is going on? Something's about to change. Okay? I'm not saying at this point you've completely stopped the flashbacks. The flashbacks have now got up like, uh-oh, the fuck is going on? Now, you're going to be preparing for your trip. All right? You're going to be working more hours. You're going to be probably hitting the gym, learning a little bit more about the culture. You know what I mean? You're preparing for your trip. And again, the combination of scheduling that appointment, you know what I mean, doing research on your destination, working the extra hours, all of this is now starting to snowball into something, okay? It's snowballing into something. You're in the right trajectory of recovering from the breakup, all right? Now, because of this trajectory, like, this is where the magic happens, all right? Stay with me, okay? Traveling after a breakup forces you to heal through a change of scenery, okay? You're healing through a change of scenery. This is how. Naturally, you are making your mind shift. You're doing like a mental shift. You're breaking free of the constant reminders. And again, we're just at the airport right now, but you're breaking free of the constant reminders. And at this phase, like, the flashbacks have come to a complete stop. Okay, when you're in the airport, you know how it is. Like, you gotta fucking make sure, damn, can I use my boarding pass? Can I, do I got everything? Where's my terminal? Should I get something to eat before the terminal? People are saying hi, asking questions, you're getting your shit ready. Like, the flashbacks have now stopped because you're in technically like a fight or flight mode, no pun intended, because you're catching a flight, but you gotta be alert. You know what I mean? You can't really be thinking about other shit, because at this phase, you are in control of you, if you will. Yes, you probably haven't taken off yet, but because you're in a new place, your mind, and then going to a new place at that, your mind is like literally, it's disconnecting from the familiar places that were tied to old memories. You feel me? Like, it's literally going through that right now. Your brain can't connect to nothing right now at this point. At this phase, your emotions no longer have control over your mind. I'm not saying you have control over your mind and yourself right at this phase, but at this phase, your emotions no longer have any control. You've completely taken your emotions out of it. As soon as you're at the airport, you're going to be beginning the self-discovery process, okay? Self-reflection, self-discovery. You're going to be seeing, you know, women, different attractive women. You're going to be meeting people. Like, at this point, you're rebuilding the trust within yourself, because again, only you can get you where you got to get to and back. You know what I mean? Like, when you're in a relationship, it's very easy to lose trust within yourself because you're putting a lot of trust in your partner. Well, when you're at this phase, you're now going to be rebuilding that trust within yourself through little things. You know what I mean? Making sure you get to the right terminal on time, making sure you get something to eat, making sure you're communicating, figuring out how you communicate, things of that nature. This whole self-discovery process is going to be beginning as soon as you get to the airport. Now, you're en route. You're getting ready to land. All right, you're hundreds of thousands of feet above ground. You know what I mean? Like, this is where I would suggest that you start understanding the difference between getting over a breakup and recovering from a breakup. Now, let's be real. At the end of the day, it's all semantics. You know what I mean? We give things labels, and some people call it one thing, some people call it another. You know what I mean? But just stick with me for the sake of this video, all right? There's a big difference between getting over a breakup and recovering from a breakup, all right? And I believe that us as men, we want to recover from a breakup as opposed to getting over a breakup, all right? Here's what I mean. With getting over a breakup, I feel as though like you're literally, how can I say this? Like you're keeping it in your mind, right? And you're going to go around it or over it. You're going to go around it. It's still there in your mind or in your heart, but you want to get to a place where it's not affecting you anymore, where it's almost like you tell yourself, I just don't want to care about it anymore. And I face my breakups with that same approach, and it never really works. It prolongs the process. The approach of recovering, however, I think speeds up the process. And here's what I mean by recovering, all right? As opposed to going over you, around you, wanting to quote unquote just get over you and not fucking be feeling the pain and shit like that. When it comes to recovering, we're going through you. How are we doing that? With medicine. And medicine, I mean therapy, God, loved ones, things of that nature, all right? With medicine, with time, and with effort. All right, effort meaning, you're picking up the extra shift. You're looking for, the destination that you want to go to. You're learning about the culture, learning about the language. You're putting in the effort to go through. And now I'm going to give you a better picture so you can try to stay with me and see why I think there's a difference as opposed to getting over something. You loved and invested into something that was whole, a whole person. In my mind, in my imaginary mind, when you go through something, you build a hole, you create a hole. You know what I mean? When you penetrate it, you go through, that person that you now have behind you is no longer whole, right? Because you done went through them. You done fucking obliterated that shit. You know what I mean? That's not, you was in love with the whole them. You just went through that shit. So on the other end, you're a different person, and they are definitely not the person that you was attracted to. You catch my drift? That's why I think approaching breakups from a recovery standpoint is better than just saying, all right, I'm gonna just give it some time and get over this chick and shit like that. You want to recover from them. You want to recover from the breakup so that on the other end, you are a completely different person for the better, and you don't even look at them the same because you done went through them. That's what I mean. Now, you done landed, all right? You done landed to your destination. For me, and I'm hoping that this is the case for the fellas, for y'all that's out there. But for me, the first time I landed in the DR. Now look, I could have went to the DR when I had my relationship, right? But I canceled my flight because I'm like, if I go to the DR, I'm gonna fucking cheat on her, and I wasn't trying to cheat on her and none of that, right? So I did cancel my first opportunity to go to the DR, but we ended up breaking up anyway. And I said, you know what? Fuck that. Tomorrow's not promised. You know what I mean? I may not even make it to the fucking trip. I'm going to schedule that trip and I'm going to the DR. And I lie to you not, fellas. When I landed to the DR, and I know you're probably like, oh, he's capping, this is bullshit. I lie to you not. When I landed in the DR and I saw the flight attendants, the people that work at the airport, all this, the immigration process, just the women there, I was over my ex like that. Mind you, I had somebody waiting on me outside the airport, and she was fine. All right, but before I even got outside the airport, just like that, I was like, what? Do you see the? Damn, like it was one of those where it was like, I realized that one, I put too much energy and I prioritize women way too much in my life. And I think us as men, we have the tendency to do that. I don't think I'm the only one in that regard. But that was my story. And seeing all the beautiful women, the difference in culture, I was like, man, like, I've really prioritized the shit out of women. You know what I mean? Also, there's 1,000,000,001 different chicks out there that actually are attractive and actually like you and pay attention to you and speak to you and shit like that. Like, but on a greater note, it showed me that, like, yo, it's more than life than my ex and my breakup. You know what I mean? And as soon as you land to your desired destination, you're going to see the same exact fucking thing. You're going to be like, wow. I can't believe I'm even worried about that shit. Like you're going to be amazed, man, because life is so different outside of our normal shit. There's actual life going on. There's so much shit going on. You done did the work to plan the destination. You know what I mean? You done got into therapy. You done surrounded yourself by loved ones. You done picked up the extra hours. Some of y'all is getting back in the gym, getting y'all body straight. You know what I mean? And now you done develop trust within yourself from getting from your home to the country that you're going to. And now you're surrounded by all of which you've seen in the YouTube videos that you searched. You're prepared because you studied the basic language, so you're able to navigate a little bit. You're getting acknowledgement of your presence. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, I can't believe I was worried about that bitch. I'm sorry to say bitch, but y'all get my number. Like, goddamn. And that's exactly what you're going to experience. You're also going to be meeting locals out there. You know what I mean? They're going to give you some game about the area, some good restaurants, some good places to go to, the do's and don'ts. You know what I mean? And some of y'all, like myself, I met brothers that was going through the same shit that I was going through. You know what I mean? So it was good to have somebody who understood what it was like and why we here. You know what I mean? And you can have the same thing. It was just it was refreshing. Like, man. So on one end, you got people that actually acknowledge your presence, that appreciate your presence, and then you got on the other hand, you got homies that you now turn it into homies because it's like, yo, man, I'm going through the same thing, or I've been through that. I know what it's like, man. You made the right decision. Then hit me up with shit. You know what I mean? So like, overall, it's just a good medicine for your recovery. All right. And last but not least, you're going to be creating new memories. All right. The memories that you're going to be creating, those flashbacks that I talked about earlier. Look, when you're with somebody for so long, they're just going to be a part of your life. Like you're going to think about them. But instead of dealing with the pain from those flashbacks, from those memories, you're now going to have the joy from the new memories that you made from your trip. That joy is going to outweigh the pain of those old memories. You get what I'm saying? It's like, all right, well, at least I got boom. You know what I mean? It's going to be like that when you get back. And that's something that you can definitely look forward to. The memories, the good memories of your trip will be so good that you're going to want to redo and remake those memories. And what does that mean? That thought and that desire is going to reinforce productivity. And what does productivity reinforce? That's more money for your trips. That's more something to do, so you're not just scrolling endlessly and not having shit to do. That's more just self-discovery. That's more, maybe you want to pick up another language. You know what I mean? Like, those memories are going to turn you into a fucking beast. A productive, positive beast. It's going to make you appreciate life more. You feel me? So, look, I believe that traveling, okay, is the best way to recover from a breakup. All right? The best way. And again, get into therapy. All right? You need that. That's first and foremost. But aside of that, or alongside of that, traveling. Fellas, you have more power than you think. All right? You want to find out or not? Put it in the comment section if I'm tripping. All right? This shit is going to work. This is how you get over her like that. Like that. All right? Like the video, comment down below, subscribe. I'm out this motherfucker, man. Peace.